Peace, family. In this video, I want to talk a little bit about the news that's been going around, and people been sending me a lot of stuff with this article talking about the 3 friends who passed away in Mexico City. So, first of all, of course, rest in peace. My condolences to the family that are experiencing this loss right now. But I do want to address some things regarding their deaths, right? So the story goes, right? And the reason why I'm talking about this story is because a lot of people have shown interest in traveling to Mexico and relocating and becoming nomads. But a lot of the times when Americans hear stories about like people die in Airbnbs or people just show up dead in a place, they get scared and they don't want to travel because they think that the Mexicans or the cartels are out to get them. But the truth of the matter is there was 2 different stories with this. Some people are saying that they did drugs and their drugs was laced with fentanyl, and that's why they passed out in the Airbnb. Another source says that it was actually carbon monoxide that killed them in the Airbnb. And a lot of the hotels and stuff may not have carbon monoxide detectors, so you won't know, which is why it's really important to know the signs of carbon monoxide poisoning. You start to feel dizzy, lightheaded, nauseous, headaches, you feel confused. And usually within 2 hours of being exposed to carbon monoxide, you will feel the effects, especially if you have pets. Your pets will notice it before you do. So pay attention to if your pets are acting crazy or they seem like they're sick after you move into a place or if you're staying inside a place. Even buy your own carbon monoxide detector just to be safe, right? So the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I notice when people come to Mexico, they usually come here to party. And when you go to parties, there's going to be people there offering drugs, all different types of drugs. They got drugs here that I've never even heard of before, okay? So, of course, when people are drinking and they having fun and they're party animals, they want to take drugs, not knowing that sometimes these drugs are laced. Remember, this is a different country. Like, they do things differently here. Some people like they stuff laced with fentanyl. Some people don't. But this is why you always ask your dealer, what's in this? Is this 100% herb or what, right? Anyway, I digress. So I just want to say this. Whenever you are traveling, I always tell people to take safety precautions, right? You can even let the embassy know, hey, listen, this is where I'm staying. This is where I'm at. This is my agenda where I'm going to be traveling. These are my emergency contacts. This is my parents, my family, whatever. In case they need to reach me and they can't reach me, they will reach the embassy and the embassy know where I stay. And that way you know that you got people looking out for you. So the thing is, a lot of people are afraid to travel because of these scary stories. And people are scared of the cartel. But I'm going to tell you something. Since I've been in Mexico for over 4 months now, living here, is the cartel out here? Most likely they are. But the crazy thing is there's some type of a system that they have here in Mexico where people who start trouble and cause, let's say, drama and stuff in a certain place or area, and let's say a certain cartel owns that area, then the cartel will be after you because you're making it hot. Get me? But if you go about your business, you're not cutting into their money, you're not out here trying to sell or, cut them, get in between their bag, you'll be all right. Just respect the code here. Honestly, that's what it is. Now, if you want to allow these scary stories to come out and scare you from traveling and stop you from living your life, then that's up to you. But y'all already know I'm all about telling you, do not let fear stop you from living your dreams. Because one day you're going to wake up, look around, and your whole life passed you by. And you didn't do anything. You didn't accomplish anything. You didn't take any type of risks or chances or anything. So to avoid that, right, I think that's probably one of the worst deaths you can face is laying on your deathbed feeling like you didn't accomplish anything or none of your goals, right? Had all these ideas, but you never made them happen because you was afraid. So let's try to get over that fear. And also, like I always say, like if you're afraid to travel alone, they have tourist agencies. They can make an itinerary for you. Airbnbs are kind of sketchy now. I just did a poll on my stories to see, do people do more hotels now or Airbnbs? And let me know too in the comments, like if you guys prefer Airbnb or hotels. Now, since the pandemic, I've noticed that a lot of Airbnb hosts have become greedy. Like their prices are more expensive than hotels. And that's why a lot of people are choosing hotels more now, because you get more amenities, more services. You got a gym, they got complimentary breakfast, sometimes they have lunch. But when you have Airbnb, you got to do everything yourself, right? Everything. And then sometimes when you get to an Airbnb, I had this experience, it doesn't look anything like the pictures. Or they probably have pictures of when they first got the place, and when you get there, it looks old, the walls are stained, there's all types of issues and stuff like that, but they don't show you that in the pictures. But the funny thing with Airbnb is that you don't get to see the apartment until you book it. And then let's say you book an Airbnb in a whole nother country and you get there and it's not what you expected. It's going to be very time consuming and frustrating to sit here and try to find a whole new place. Not to mention that you still can't get all your money back, right? It's like a low key, like kind of a scam in a way. But anyway, so that's what more people are doing hotels now. But anyway, I did want to talk a little bit about the full moon, because it is a full moon. Have you guys seen that picture I posted in my story to the full moon? Oh my God, it looks like a sun. Like, it's a blood moon. It's a powerful full moon, and I feel the energies out here, okay? It's very festive out here in Mexico. All types of events, festivals, and stuff happening. But I'm going to be in the house today, though, doing my rituals after I take out these braids. And y'all know how that is, right? It's probably going to take me 5 or 6 hours to get this out. I love braids, but I hate taking them down. But anyway, how y'all doing, though? How y'all feeling this new moon? This full moon, excuse me. I feel like this full moon came so fast. I feel like time is speeding up, right? Like, I feel like years ago, I don't know, like it took 3 weeks or something like that for a full moon. But now it just feels like it'd be like 1 week or 2 weeks. Like, time is speeding up. Everybody's elevating. Everything is elevated. But yeah. So I do want to say full moons is good for releasing, especially being like we are in eclipse season. So these moons are going to be a lot more powerful than before. And not to mention, this is the perfect time for realizations, for bringing that project into fruition, bringing an idea into fruition, releasing that new business or opening up this new shop or whatever it is that you want to do. It's like the climax, and it's really good time for sex right now too, guys, because that Scorpio energy and that full moon, y'all better be careful, because some of y'all might end up getting preggo, okay? I'm telling you, everybody is fertile right now. Everybody is horny right now. And everybody's in their feelings. So be very cautious. Try to avoid confrontations as well, if they can be avoided. When is Mars going to be out of retrograde? Was it Mars in retrograde? I think it was Mars was in Gemini or something like that. I don't know. I need to check my Time Passages app. Excellent app to get if you want to know about astrology is Time Passages. It is free, and they have a whole bunch of stuff like that on the internet these days. But yeah, people are going to be horny as hell, okay? So be ready for it. Exes might be hitting you up like, hey, what you doing? Hey, big head, want to come see me? I miss you. Yeah, they feeling the hormones and the sex bug in the air. So y'all be careful out here, okay? If you are trying to have a baby, then this is a perfect time for you. But if you like, you know what, right now, I'm just not trying to have sex, and you're going to have a lot of temptations to work through, unless you got strong willpower. Because those energies will be poking at you, especially nighttime. Anybody else been feeling frisky with this full moon? Or is it just me? Because I know I've been talking to my friends, and they've been in the same mood. Like, girl, okay, telling you. Thank God I'm out the country and my man is back in LA, because no babies yet. We at war. Oh, Lord. Okay, just fire. Yeah, y'all funny in these comments. I swear to God. Oh, my God. Any quick questions before I go? I just wanted to pop in real quick and do that little PSA, because everybody's been sending me the article about the 3 friends that died in Mexico City. And they like, yo, be careful. Y'all don't realize how cautious and careful I am. Yes, I am adventurous. Yes, I'm a risk taker, but I don't play about my safety. If something don't feel right, I'm out. Aisha, you said your man is in Jamaica. You can't? Girl, you better get flown out to Jamaica then. Stop playing. It's a great time to be in Jamaica right now. You said somebody's poking you? Okay, this is let me get off of this because y'all are nasty, okay? Yeah, the real blunt cakes, the food is good out here. If you're gonna eat the street food, I will say that your tummy may need some adjusting. But I think that I've ate so much street food here, like my stomach is used to it. Like I accidentally had drank the tap water from here because I went to a restaurant and sometimes the ice would have tap in it. And so I was drinking it and I'm like, yo, my stomach feels funny. And lo and behold, it was like tap water ice. So yeah, now I'm adjusted to the flora and bacteria in the water here. So I guess I'm a Mexican now. But yeah, now my stomach, it doesn't bother me anymore, no matter what I eat here. But it's part of adapting. That is part. Oh, man. But the only thing I wish they had down here was soul food. You guys, my family from the South, like, I need me some fried chicken, fried right, okay? Not everybody know how to fry the chicken right. I like it extra crispy, some mac and cheese, some collard greens, some yams, some cornbread. Don't start with me, okay? And listen, vegans, please don't come for me. Don't come for me. Yes, CQ still eats chicken. I tried the vegan thing for a whole year, you guys, and I got really sick. So I don't think that works for my blood type. It doesn't work for my body. I felt super weak when I was a vegan. Like, as soon as I got a piece of chicken after that vegan, I was like, yo, I feel the strength back in me again. Like, you ever watched Popeye when he ate the spinach? Like, that's how I felt. I felt like, woo, finally my strength is back. So, yeah, every now and then I'll take a break from meat, but I'm not going to give it up for the rest of my life. I like fried chicken. I know y'all judging me. It's okay. I love y'all too. But all power to vegans and people who are extra healthy, like people who read the labels and they make sure there's no preservatives in there. Like, I've tried that, but when you travel, sometimes it's really difficult to keep that momentum. So either you're going to have to ship your groceries to you from, America, which will be expensive, or you might find some Whole Foods places out here. They're here, but it's not like what I'm used to back in New York. It's like, okay, you can walk down a block and find whatever it is, health food stores and all of that. Here, you got to do some looking. And you got to ask around sometimes, too. But my Espanol is getting better. I will say that. You'll be forced to learn Spanish here. Okay, you could try to speak English, but a lot of people gonna look at you like you got two heads. So you better have your Google Translate ready, or you better know some basic Espanol. And one last thing before I go, and I'm probably gonna do a video on this, right? People have been asking me, how is dating in Mexico? How are the men here? Girl, oh boy. Whatever you into. Listen, Mexican men are super romantic, okay? Like, the type of men that I'm used to in America is like, maybe they're not as affectionate. Like, men tend to be more withdrawn in America. Like, they're taught to be very, stoic or act like they don't really care. But here, what? If they like you, they go all out, honey. I'm talking about bringing gifts, taking you to fancy places, treating you here, treating you there. Like, they just go all out here. They like, look, I like you and I want you to know I like you. And that's different, okay? Not to say American men are not like that, because there are some American men that I've dated that are amazing, okay? Amazing people, good hearts, good personalities, generous, kind, protective, all of that. Anything that a woman is looking for, right? A straight woman is looking for. But yeah, I think that you guys should come to Mexico. I mean, I always say that, right? They should freaking pay me for like sell in Mexico City, right? Bringing people over here. But nah, I'm really just saying this because I think everybody should leave their comfort zone. Everybody should do a solo trip at least once in their lifetime. It doesn't have to be 4 months like me. It could probably just be a week or 2 weeks just to get your feet wet. Just so that you know what it feels like to be in a whole nother country. Get your passport. Take a trip. You could even bring a friend. You don't have to go by yourself, right? But yeah, I really just feel like you guys need to. People feel like everybody says there's piss like in the dating pool or in the sea, but we forget that there's 7 seas. There's more than just one. We only know just one. And in that sea, maybe there is piss in it. But I encourage you to see what else is out there in the other seas. And you might be surprised at what you find. I already told y'all about the astrocartography thing. See where your Venus line is at. See where your boo is at. See where the money is at. Feel me? But anyway, I love you, family. Thank you for sticking around and listening to my rant. Until next time, enjoy your full moon. Peace, family.